Peppa Pig learning to share. One bright summer morning, Peppa and her friends are all at the playground. Candy Cat is on the tire swing. Pedro Pony is going down the slide. Peppa, Suzy Sheep, and Donny Duck are on the merry-go-round. Can you spin us really fast? Peppa asks Daddy Pig. Peppa's little brother George is at the playground too. George is a bit too young for the merry-go-round. Mommy Pig pushes him on the swing instead. Higher, says George. Not too high, George, says Mommy Pig. Squeak, squeak. Here are Rebecca Rabbit and her little brother, Richard Rabbit. They have come to play. Richard has brought his toy dinosaur. Can I go on the merry-go-round too? Rebecca asks. Of course, says Daddy Pig. Hop on. He, Rebecca laughs. Let's go really, really fast. Squeak, squeak. Richard thinks the merry-go-round looks like fun, too. In fact, he wants to hop on. Oh, groans Peppa. If Richard gets on, it means we can't go fast. Richard is little, just like George. He's too young to go fast on the merry-go-round. It's okay, says Rebecca. Richard can play with George instead. No, says Richard. He wants to play with the big kids. George has a toy dinosaur, just like yours, Mommy Rabbit tells Richard. Let's go and see. George holds up his green dinosaur. Dinosaur, he says. Richard holds up his red dinosaur. Grrr, he growls. George and Richard both love dinosaurs. That gives Mommy Pig and Mommy Rabbit an idea. George, can Richard play with your dinosaur? Mommy Pig asks. No, says George. Richard, can George play with your dinosaur? Asks Mommy Rabbit. No, says Richard. George and Richard don't want to share. George, it will be much more fun playing together if you share, says Mommy Pig. She takes Mr. Dinosaur and gives him to Richard. Richard likes holding both dinosaurs, but George is not happy. Wah! He cries. Richard, that was really nice of George, says Mommy Rabbit. Now, let him hold the dinosaurs. She gives the dinosaurs to George. Wah! Cries Richard. Sharing doesn't seem like much fun at all. George and Richard always cry when they play together, says Peppa. They are just too little to play nicely. Can you big girls teach them to play together? Asks Mommy Rabbit. Peppa and Rebecca help George and Richard make sand castles in the sandbox. See, playing together is fun, says Peppa. Everything is going very well. Until George smashes Richard's sand castle with his shovel. Then Richard smashes George's sand castle with his shovel. Wah! They cry. Oh dear, this doesn't seem to be working. How can George and Richard learn to play together nicely? Says Mommy Pig. I have an idea. George, what's your favorite thing in the whole playground? Mommy Pig asks. Seesaw, says George. George loves the seesaw, but he can't play on the seesaw on his own. He needs a friend to play with him. Squeak, squeak. He. George and Richard have lots of fun playing together on the seesaw. Mommy Pig's idea worked. George and Richard have learned that playing together is fun, especially when they both share the fun with a friend.